to another Parts Factory Australia installation tutorial video. Today guys, we're working on this FGX Falcon. Specifically, we're going to be changing the driver's side window reg. Now you can use this tutorial video for pretty much any of the regulators in the car. Majority of the time they're going to be almost exactly the same. It will be the same as a regular FG as well, including an FG wagon in the front and rear should all be the same guys, so nothing to worry there. Now guys, before we do start, if you do need this part, here at Parts Factory Australia, we actually sell them. They're about $183.30. You can click on the description of this video, click the link, cruise onto the website, buy the good, have it delivered to your door, free express post by the way, and guys, then use this tutorial, fit it into the car. You're gonna save yourself $600 or $700 when compared to going to, say, your local mechanic or a Ford dealership, etc. Guys, I'm expecting this one's going to take about half an hour. We've got to pull the door skin off, we've got to move some sound deadening out of the way, etc, etc, but nothing too difficult, I don't think. Usually these 2012 up cars do have semi-decent designs most of the time. Alrighty guys, I won't stuff you around anymore. Let's jump into the tutorial. Alrighty guys, so we're going to start with this trim here because it's a little funny design. You can't pry this end, otherwise you'll snap the clips. You've got to pry this end first, so just use a little flathead screwdriver and cruise in behind the trim piece, and you can just literally pop it out this direction, just like so. And then you want to come along the top, just like this, pop it out stage by stage basically, but you can't, you've got to be careful here because you don't want to snap, yeah, like that. There you go guys, so it is like an L-bar, so just be careful, you don't want to pry that end. So basically pop and pop out like that. Right, so put that delicate little trim out of the way, and then inside this pocket is a little plastic cover which you got to undo, and it's a Torx bit. So you can just put your little flathead screwdriver in and you can literally just pop this little trim piece out. It's just a little rubber sort of cover. I don't think it's designed to come completely out. You just pop it up, have a look down in there, and you'll find a little Torx bit. So open up your little set and grab the correct size Torx bit. Looks like it could be this one, T25 perhaps. Yep, so it's a T25, and then of course it would be nice if you had a little drill gun. You can just go like that, leave the screw in the door card, and that way you can literally come up to the top, smack out these last two, one here, like so. Now this here can just be pulled on the bottom, pretty tough. And then along the bottom guys, you have two little Torx bit bolts, one, two, and then you can just come along to the bottom, pop your little cup holder out. Oh yeah. There you go guys. So the door card doesn't actually rise into the air, it actually pulls out, which is not very common in normal cars. So of course, cruise around the back. Right guys, so you now pop this little cable and then pop this white bracket. You can pull that little ball out, and then these two plugs straight into the master switch. Just pop one. Yeah, so that is actually just kind of like a pressure plug. Probably a poor design. Usually they have a little button you can press, but yeah, so you just use your little flathead screwdriver and just pop it out. And of course, move your door card out of the way. Put it right out of the way so no one damages or nothing. Alright, so we're getting in there. It's obviously behind all this here. Now, you want to keep this in good nick, because this is actually kind of like your insulator or your sound deadener. You can just pop it out. A lot of it's going to be sitting behind this speaker here, so cruise back to your Phillips head. I'm thinking the whole thing will be held on by this single speaker. One, two, three. Bring your speaker out, unplug the little plugs, 1 and 2, Speaker on the floor, out of the way. Gather all your screws if you dropped any. And then at this point, I'm hoping we can just pop this entire foam sound deadening off, like so. You can yeet it over there. Now, obviously we're getting much closer to the area we want to be. So, I'm noticing that this has an aftermarket stereo, so we're going to get all these wires out of the way, otherwise they might get caught up in there. Now, to pull the reg out, you have to pull the glass out. Don't stress out just yet, because majority of the time, they're actually just little clips holding that glass in. Right, so I'm pretty sure these models are actually quite good for this. You can literally just push that white tab in. Ooh, we don't want to smash it though. See how I pushed that tab in? And you can lift that glass up. You see how it's now out of that reg? Same thing on this side, guys. You push that white tab in without smashing anything. You do not want to lever onto the glass. That's the thing. You don't want to have any metal to glass contact. You want to be purely screwdriver to the plastic. So once you've got the other one out, you should just be able to bring your glass straight up into the air, which is actually a really good design. I'm quite impressed with it right now. Because there's no plastic parts on this glass, I'm thinking this is just going to come straight out. Look at that, eh? Ford, I love you right now. Glass face down onto your foam. And then guys, the rest is extremely straightforward. You've got your 10mm. Putting it in your bolt bucket. One last one here perhaps. Yep, the actual motor itself. Now once you do that, you then start to see where the plug is, so it's right here. Unplug that. Guys, now it's about doing a little bit of, what's it called? Yeah, what the? Twister. Twister with your window reg. Get in there and do a bit of twister. Now guys, there's one last little plastic little trim here that just kind of holds everything in check. You can just use your little screwdriver and poke it through like that. Now I'm thinking, start our twister game. You want to kind of bring one out at a time if you can. One, and then do a bit of a twist. Let's see if you can get this up into the air or something. Now guys, you might find an easier way. You don't have to follow that exact, because that wasn't exactly easy. Alrighty guys, but other than that, that is out in 10 minutes, which is absolutely fantastic compared to some of the old Ford models that I used to work on. Now guys, if you need this part, don't forget, link in the description, buy it, we'll deliver it to your door, a free express overnight. Grab it, sorry I'm a bit out of breath. Grab it and use this tutorial to learn how to install it. Alrighty guys, grab your new one. Let's throw in. Alrighty guys, let's throw it back in. So it's exactly the same procedure. You just got to, I guess, bend and contortion it back into the door without breaking anything. It's looking like it's going to be a bit easier that way, guys. So, yeah, nice. All right, there you go. Hopefully this one isn't. Yep, there you go. Position it back into position. start off with the bolts up the top here. What do we got? Got one. Just don't tighten it up yet, just leave it kind of loose. Do the same thing down here. Not tight, kind of loose, just so everything can kind of settle down into place. Now, don't forget you've got 3 on this side. So we'll go here, 1, and then the second one here. Trying not to drop them. And then the last one, back over this side. It's quite a large screw, this one. There you go there. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you put your plug back in. Now at this point, you can run your little speaker wires back through the hole just so they're ready to go. You don't want to get it all back together and the speaker wires out of your reach. Now don't forget, we have to tighten up this side. 1, 2. And then guys, as you probably already expect, it's now time to drop the glass back into the door. Same procedure. You just bring it straight up into the air, aim it directly through the gap in the weather seals. You can kind of just run it back and forth until you get it freely moving up and down. There it is there. There you go there. Dropping it down into the door, nice and gently. Shouldn't be hard, so if you run into any sticky bits, do not try and force it. It should just slip down into the door, nice and easy. Alright, so what's going on is I'm actually getting caught on the cables of the window reg, and that's because, if you remember, we need to put this little white tag in to hold it all out of the way. Let's try again. I'm still on the wrong side, so I'm now going to grab the cables. I'm going to move it out of my way, then I'm going to lower the glass in. Seems to be a little bit easier now. Here it comes now. There you go, and as you get down here, you can then turn the glass and line it up here and over here, making sure everything looks nice. Then you can bring the door glass down. I'm going to reline it back up in the seals. It should be straight, and you can kind of have your hand here and have your hand here, so as you push down on it, it lines up on those white clips, as you can see on your end. And you'll actually see it click in, 1. And of course, this one over here is your last one. You can just, yep, there it goes there. So you can see what I did there. We got the glass in, and then we maneuvered it into the little side runners, and it should feel nice and firm. You don't want to hear any metallic noises. It should feel very soft and very slow. You want to have your hand on here, and you want to have your hand on here and lower it down together, keeping it straight until it lines up straight into the little white tabs. And that's it, guys, simple as that. So, next part is, of course, our foam. So, most important thing is we'll get our wires through the foam first, and then our speaker cable, and then the rest. So you can just put it into position where you think it might go. Little tag there, make sure it's not flipped the other way. I've done that before. And there you go there, guys. Of course, don't forget your nice booming speaker system. You stick that onto, yours will most likely look different because this is actually an aftermarket system. Not that you can see what I'm looking at anyway. Stick the speaker in position. Now you have the 3 Phillips head screws, not the Torx bits. The Torx bits are for the door card itself. You can start with 1, have your tool next to you, and that way you'll hold it there and finish it off with the other 2. We've got 1 here. Nice and tight so you don't have any rattles when you're listening to your favourite radio station. There we go. And then of course guys, door card back on and then test to make sure it works. Alrighty guys, so it's now time to put our little door card back on. You got your little plug here, and just plug that in. You can be careful not to pop your switch out at the same time. Make sure it's in properly, it should not pop back out. Same thing again guys, you want to have this little plug, pop that in like that, and then don't forget your little handle wire. No, it goes through down this end. So probably try and do that before you start if you can, but not a big concern. So you can pop that and then see how that holds that, that's much better. Okay, so this little handle, you can pop it forward, smack it in there like that, push this in, and clip it in there for safekeeping. And that is it guys, you literally bring your door card up. Now it is pressure clips, so you want to make sure that it's sitting pretty. You can tell by looking through these little holes, and you can see that it goes straight through to the metal threads of the door, and you can just come around the edges and pop the pressure clips in like so. Now, don't forget, you've got your Torx bits. What was it, T25, so nice and straightforward. Looks like we've got about 4 of them, roughly. 1, 2, 3, 4, so we'll start with the main ones at the top. Nice. You want this to be pretty well complete, because otherwise you'll have issues in the future with your door card falling off. It's very common in the Falcons. Now, you got those 2 at the top, you got 1 in here, but don't forget the most important ones down the bottom here. 1. Sometimes you might need to bend down and have a good look. 2. Right, so you're at that point now. It's time to put our trim piece on. You can literally just press in and Bob's your uncle. Now don't forget, you've got this little trim here and it just tucks in there like so. And remember that little flap, and you got to pull that flap back. What you want to actually do is you want to make sure that screw is straight as you come down, and you actually want to tuck it directly into the hole beneath where it mounts, because otherwise if it doesn't line up you'll be screwing into nothing. And then once of course you have got it lined up, your T25 comes in, tightens it up nice, and push that flap down for complete. Alrighty guys, so I hope that's gone nice and smoothly for you. Realistically, way easier than I expected. We've got the new one in, we're going to test it out in a sec, but because it's new with a 3-year warranty, you can almost guarantee it's going to work, so that's good news for us. Alrighty guys, now don't forget, thumbs up the video if you can, subscribe to the channel, that would be much appreciated. I don't have to explain why to you guys, but other than that guys, don't forget, product available in the description at the bottom of the video. My name's Lucas, thanks for watching another Parts Factory installation tutorial video. I'll see you next time.